I have the Queen of Cups. Outcome card, I have the Four of Swords. Feels like some of you might be injured right now and maybe resting. Maybe you are on disability even. Okay, and then additional outcome, I have the Four of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay, Virgo, so for you, I have the Hermit, and you're facing the Ace of Swords, and it feels like you're waiting to hear from someone or about some kind of approval with this Ace of Swords. It feels like you're a little upset or frustrated because you're tired of waiting for this thing. For some of you, this has to do with buying a home or getting some kind of approval on purchasing a home or a loan. And for some of you, this has to do with a boat, purchasing a boat. For some of you, you're waiting on approval for something that is a beautiful blue color. Because I'm focusing on the blue in the Hermit card and the Ace of Swords. I'm being directed to the real deep blue here. For some of you, it feels like I'm speaking to a male. You're waiting for a female to contact you, a female that you're interested in. And you're a little perturbed because this person hasn't called you in days. It could be like 6 days maybe. And you're expecting her to call you, but she hasn't called, so you're very upset. I don't know why you haven't called her. I don't know why you're expecting her to call you. Maybe she said she would call you back. Maybe you all went out on a date or you met at some club or something and she got your number and you're upset because she hasn't called you yet. Okay, for a basis of the situation, I have the Ace of Wands, and I'm feeling the same thing I felt when I put the card down. There's some passionate energy being stirred up in you for October, and it feels more sexual in nature than creative. But for some of you, yes, you are going to get some ideas come into you, and it's up to you to decide if you want to. What I'm hearing is make money from these ideas or not. If you want to spend the extra time and effort to build whatever this is based on your idea that you're going to get or ideas that you're going to get to make money from it. Some of you are going to have this idea and decide whether or not you want to spend the time and energy to build it for a nonprofit organization. You're some type of volunteer person there. In the immediate past, I have the Eight of Wands. This is connected to the Ace of Wands when it comes to the passionate energy of a sexual nature. It feels like in the immediate past, you were having a lot of sex with someone that you have your friends with benefits type of situation. And it feels like right now, it's kind of dried up for you. And when I say dried up, I'm being drawn back to those of you that are going to meet someone at a club, some female who's going to get your number, but you're waiting for her to call you and she hasn't called and you're getting upset. And for some of you, you had sex with this person and now you're feeling like maybe they didn't enjoy it with you and that's why she hasn't called you back. Okay? Now for crowning thoughts, I have the High Priestess. This feels like you have a woman on your mind. It could be a woman older than you. And you think this person is very smart. You think this person is very intuitive. You're really interested in this woman. It feels like maybe you haven't known this person very long and you all have communicated a little bit in the past here and there as you have time. But this person's in your crowning thoughts, this female. These female could be very muscular, or she could be working out at a gym on a regular basis. Very toned body. And it feels like one of the things you really like about this woman is her body shape. Okay. Now for what's coming in the near future. So this is in October, or it could be coming around through the first week of November for some of you. I have the Two of Cups. So with someone, you're going to have a very close-knit, on the same page type of relationship for some of you. Or you're already in this type of relationship with this person. And I'm being focused on the light between the two faces. And so it's telling me that you two have some kind of telepathic connection where when you're thinking about this person very heavily, they can feel you thinking about them very heavily, because then you pop into their mind very heavily. And the same thing happens with you. You can feel when this woman or this person is thinking about you very heavily, because all of a sudden they're right at the forefront of your mind and it's taking over and you're unable to focus on whatever you were doing. For how you see yourself, I have the Ace of Cups. It feels like some of you are afraid because you're worried that you're in love with whoever you're with right now. You're worried. You don't want to be in love with this person, or you don't want to be in love, period, because you're afraid you're going to get hurt again. And some of you, I'm seeing the number 8. Maybe you were with the previous person for 8 years, and they really did a number on you. And so you're worried that the person you're seeing now, you're deeply in love with them. The feelings that you're feeling inside your body feel like you're in love with this person, but you're fighting it. Okay? Now, for your environment or the person closest to you, how they see you, I have the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like for some of you, this person loves you or really cares about you or thinks about you a lot or likes you a lot. And they're a little slow in coming out and telling you how they feel about you. But I feel like your intuition level is very high when you come near this person, and you can feel that they love you. But then I'm feeling this fear again. You're afraid that they're going to tell you they love you because you're afraid, what are you going to say back? But anyway, this is a good card to have right now for you in October in this position, because you know that somebody cares about you, somebody loves you, and this could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn person, because this is an earth sign, a Knight of Pentacles. But this person, it feels like they're very stable and they want to have a long-term stable relationship with you. But I'm feeling this fear in you because of your past, because of your exes or your last ex. And so you may end up blocking this person, or this person may end up leaving and deciding that maybe you're not interested in them. So if you know who I'm talking about and you are interested in them, you need to tell them that you're interested in them, or tell them how you really feel about them, because for some of you, this person's going to give up on you and move on. And then you're going to be hurting really bad. For what you really want, I have the Queen of Cups. I'm feeling like this is this person again. They're a little sad because maybe you're not communicating with them enough or on a regular basis. And for some of you, it's because of your job or your jobs. You're letting those things take over your time, and you feel like this person's going to wait for you whenever you get a chance to call them, but this person's sad. So if you don't want this person to be sad because of you, and you don't want this person to change their mind and leave you, then you need to communicate with this person. Okay, for the outcome card, I have the Four of Swords. And I'm feeling the same thing I felt when I put the card down. You, in October, are planning to not really communicate with this person because you're more focused on work or making money. And again, I'm getting this warning again for you that if you don't contact them in October at least once to let them know how you're doing or what's going on, or, to let them know that you're thinking about them. When you tell someone, I was thinking about you today, that makes them feel really good. So even if you say something like that, This card is kind of a warning that if you decide to take a break and not communicate with this person, they're going to probably move on. Okay? So for the surrounding cards for your outcome, I have the Four of Cups. This is again for those of you that met this woman and she got your phone number and she said she would call you and you're still waiting for her to call you. And throughout October, you're going to be waiting for her. You have these other people you can go out with though. Friends or other people that you date. And so with this card, I feel like it's telling you, keep yourself busy with these other people. They want to see you. They want to spend time with you. And this person will probably call you in October, but it may be later rather than sooner. And then for others of you, when this person does call you, try not to be angry at the person. Try not to be rude when you speak to them. With the King of Wands, for some of you, there's a fire sign person that's interested in you. This person, again, I'm feeling like, first of all, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I'm feeling again that for some of you, there's someone interested in you. I'm feeling like this person's at your job for some of you. They have a feeling you're not interested in them because you don't really talk to them or you don't communicate enough with them. So there's 3 different groups here where you're not communicating enough in October. And it feels like you really need to do that. Okay? All right. So I'm going to pull some cards from my new deck, the Housewife's Tarot. And I'm going to get some additional messages for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards for work, love, and home. So for work, I have the 9 of Swords. For love, I have the Hanged Man. And for home, I have the Knight of Wands. For some of you in October with the Knight of Wands, you're going to have to do some work in the house that you don't normally do, some kind of maintenance. Something's going to crop up on you all of a sudden. And for some of you, unfortunately, you're going to be late to work one morning in October because this is going to happen in the morning and you're going to have to call in and say, I'm having an emergency at my house. I've got to take care of it right now before it gets worse. So I'm going to have to go in later this morning or afternoon. It may have something to do with your plumbing. With the Hanged Man, I'm feeling this again for you to get out of this waiting. Get out of this waiting and take some action. Call the person, text the person, let them know that they're on your mind. If you've been busy working, let them know you've been so preoccupied with work that you haven't had a chance to have a proper conversation with them, but you just want to let them know that they're on your mind and you are going to contact them again and talk to them or see them, spend some time with them. Even if it's just an hour on a Saturday morning in October, that's better than nothing at all because they really want to see you. And then with the 9 of Swords at work, it feels like there's someone at your job that is kind of, I'm hearing the word stalker. So for some of you at work, there's somebody that's making you feel weird. They're kind of creepy. And it feels like it's a male. And it feels like he's done this with 3 other women at your job. So I feel like I'm talking to a woman here. It feels like you are going to take it up with your supervisor if this person continues to make you feel weird. Like, for example, they might kind of corner you in the break room or something and start talking kind of seductively. And you don't want that. You want them to stop. And so instead of you telling them to stop, some of you are just going to say something real curt and then walk away, walk out of the break room. But for others of you, you are going to tell the person by the first or second time that they do this at your job, you're going to tell them, please stop. You're making me feel uncomfortable. Some of you are going to go further and say, I'm going to report you if you do not stop now. Okay? So I'm sorry that you have to go through that, especially at work. But some of you are going to go through that. A few of you, you are a male. And it's a woman bothering you. Okay? But for the majority, it's a female. And a male is bothering you. For the majority of you that are males, you need to communicate with whoever this female is that is waiting on you. For the people with the plumbing problem, that's half and half, male, female, or you're going to have to miss some work and because of some home emergency, but it feels a lot like a plumbing problem, okay?